Hello, I'd like to welcome one and welcome back to LEGO Star Wars The Complete Saga. We're tackling Episode 5, where I'd like to say Germany will not be seeing this because Germany is constantly getting cock-blocked by their copyright laws. And YouTube's like, man, we can't show this shit because there's music in it from the actual Star Wars movies. Why is the copyright of the original Star Wars movie still in act? I don't know. Because of Disney trying to maintain their iron grip on Mickey Mouse, from what I've heard. So they're constantly pushing the copyright ahead, so that, technically speaking, they still legally own all the things that they, technically speaking, shouldn't legally be owning anymore. That's a weird position to be in, that you have to spend money just to keep owning what you don't have the right to own. Because the person who made it is dead, and normally that's where it should end. Originally, it actually ended a few years after you made it. And then it was life, and that was after your death? But why would you do that? Because when you're dead, you don't benefit from that anymore. Well, because companies need to own it. They're the ones benefiting, not you. So fuck you, George Lucas. Well, actually, he sold it. He was a smart guy. Anyway, so we gotta shoot some shootity shoots, but let's first turn on the codes, which I really should get to doing beforehand. Oh, there we go. No. Or should I say na 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 na? Because I'm kind of hypering. Man, I was hypering last night. Oh man, where are you going, shippy ships? You're not going away without me, are you? You fucks. No, my ship. I'm freaking out. Yo, bro, go with the flow. You gotta stay bro. Yo, bros. Wait, no, no. There's a secret here. Yes. Oh, thank God. I would have killed myself if I didn't get that. Actually, I just respawned like a few seconds away, so who cares? Oh no! Oh God, this is that song from Shadows of the Empire that I love so much. Now, let me get over this just real lickety-split. The game I was talking about with the very fancy jetpack, I forgot the guy's name. But at the final level, you get this kick-ass song for no goddamn reason. And you're like, oh, it's so cool! And you're goddamn right you are. Definitely one of the stronger songs in the Star Wars closet, I guess. That's such a Dutch thing to say. Who cares? I'm Dutch, I say whatever the fuck I want. I make compound words off the wing wang. Also, I get the feeling that Han Solo's ship has like this extra blaster that keeps shooting them for me. Also, we're gonna shut up so you can listen to this kick-ass music if you're not in Germany. Fuck German law. It's stupid. God, that's a good song. It's got so much pump. Now it goes to this dumb section. I hate this piece. It's so compared to the greats and oh man, the horns in that section. They're the ones carrying the bloody song at that point. Don't forget to wash your eyebrows. Oh, your friend will be an X-Wing? I don't know who it would be, but you'd be an X-Wing if you're the guy pal friend. Round an epic tune. I wish I knew more about music. As much as I dislike classical music for being incredibly pompous, it's got a lot of pump in it. And that I like. No. What I really mean is, I wish I knew more about orchestras, how they're composed. Because as much shit as I would give classical music for being... you do get some pretty pumpy... If you're looking for pumpy music, you could find it in classic. Especially if you mix the horns just right. They carry such volume. That's not to say you can't make something good with the flutes. The flutes are very good for happier tunes. For something a little bit frolicky. And the violins are good for something sad or something that flows. Like a tear does. Well, I don't even know what the hell I'm talking about. I wish I did. Maybe later, you know. Once I'm done with college and I have a little bit of free time, I can look up some courses on how to identify classical music. That'd be fun. I'd love to be able to analyze and give you information as to how music is composed. Because I like music. I have a decent set of rhythm, except that I never have the chance to express it correctly. Because I keep fucking up. But I don't think... It's not the same as knowing music. Like, if you're just playing music, you don't really need to know how the orchestra is composed. You just need to know, oh well, this is how I play this song. This is how I put nuance on that piece. Personal improvisation does lead to nicer pieces, but you know, you don't need to know the entire orchestra's composition unless you're the music writer or the guy... I don't even know what he's called in English. The guy that waves the stick around, because he's like, oh man, I'm going to tell you what to do, kids. You better follow my clue, kids, or we're all gonna fuck up and die. This is not a good thing, by the way. It used to be a good thing. But then they were like, no, we can't have people die. And I'm like, oh, but I like people dying. And I'm like, no. You're so slow when you just move forward. Wish I knew more about music, but I don't, so I'm just flying through space. The best part is, this is exactly the same tune, but it mixes up the tone of the horns to give that small change. Like, it's a little darker, a little edgier. At first it's very triumphant, it's oh, and then it's oh, to give a little bit of panic, to give a little bit of sensation and drama. I love it! Wish I knew more about classical music so I could make statements. Because one, I like to sound smart. One of the reasons that I like to pick up on things like this is because they make me sound smart and they help me appreciate things. What?! Oh, it actually, they turned on the lights. This thing has two lights, as if it's an actual car. Oh, silly Han Solo, you're not a car. You make a great Star Fox character, though, with all those loop-de-loops and barrel rolls. Push on the brakes! It's a great way to get the enemy in front of you. It actually is a good way. If I remember, that's actually a very popular dogfight maneuver, to just slam the brakes, so to speak. It does make sense to slam on the brakes to let the enemy... Again, on the other side, if the enemy sees it coming, you're becoming a much easier target to hit because you're moving at slower speeds, which means that the distance between you, relative to the bullets you're firing, is a lot easier to conquer. On top of that, if you're moving actually, if you're moving slower, it's much easier to make maneuvers. Because, you know, laziness of mass, also known as preservation of energy and momentum. I don't know which one it is, it's just one of the two. Because of that, if you're trying to turn to high speed, you're crashing into way more air. That's not to say you don't need some speed to turn. Well, actually, it depends on how tight of a turn you want to make. Like, do you need to be there right now? Then, you know... But then again, dogfights are much more than just left and right and back and forth. People like to forget that when they make games. Look at this, we're fighting on a two-dimensional plane for no good reason. Which is my point, is that there's more to dogfights than up and down. And doing loop-de-loops where you end exactly where you start. If you're good with a loop-de-loop, you'll make a half circle and then spin around. And then say, fuck you. You may lose a lot of speed, but you're probably going a different direction than the asshole behind you is. Actually, that's a very bad maneuver. You should never do that. But you're a pilot if you're actually taking advice, so you're probably 100% educated on how to make the right move. Why are we going towards Star Destroyer? This is not a plot-tastic idea. Oh god, I hate this section. It's so slow. When I said that the latter half of episodes are better, I didn't mean they're perfect. And you... I don't know how they make... Oh, I guess they don't have a window. But why do they have the command post sticking out like that? I like how they're dumping their space. Oh, there's a jank Boba Fett ship. Oh, I'm such a sneaky bastard. Yeah, I'll see you guys next time.